One, that's highly disrespectful to your girl. You gave her the ultimatum.
Tell me.
Always appreciated the sunny days, knowing that I had to be grounded before the money came, knowing that I won't always have to deal with the hunger pains. And if I
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Gigi.
It's your boy Lavel.
And this is the Cozy Corner.
Back again with another video. We're doing a little something different this time.
Today we're talking about the Netflix show that has us both side-eyeing every relationship that we see.
Except ours.
Except ours. The show is The Ultimatum, season 3 on Netflix.
So basically, it's a show where somebody's ready in a relationship to take the next step. And they're in a complicated situation because the other one just may not be ready or they're failing to commit. They go there, hop into a whole new relationship for like 2 or 3 weeks to test their relationship.
Yes.
And then at the end, they decide whether they want to pursue the new relationship, make the changes, and commit to a marriage or engagement in their present relationship. Or you could just
leave
take your ass home and be single.
How do you feel about an ultimatum? Like, if I gave you an ultimatum, how would you feel?
It would be weird and unexpected, to be honest, for our situation. If that's just the reality and you gave me an ultimatum, I don't know, I'll feel awkward about it. Just off of, like, you knowing who I am as a person and, like, the pace that we have been taking throughout our relationship. How open we are about that and how open we are about our plans. So it's like, and we spoke about, you know, taking the next step with a lot of things. So, yeah, ultimatum from you. And this current, if we talking about like being like in real life, you giving me ultimatum is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know, guys. I might have to give him.
You giving me an ultimatum is crazy, insane. Don't listen to nothing she is chatting.
I might have to give him an ultimatum.
She is chatting, yo. Don't believe nothing she talking about. So anyhow, while she was chatting, we might as well start it off hot. First couple we're gonna be talking about is Scotty and Aria. Very interesting couple. I told you from the jump when I first like saw it and how they interact and how they talk, especially the scene where, like, remember when they was inside the little bar area and he was talking to Zaina and they was holding hands and stuff?
He's holding another girl's hand. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I issued you the ultimatum. So you can just do whatever you want? No, that's not the truth. I'm trying to marry you. So what, you're just having fun? You want to hold hands? Maybe I should go do that with JR and see how upset you get.
One, that's highly disrespectful to your girl. A girl that you talking about, oh, I want to get married to. You gave her the ultimatum. You're semi-long distance. You want to spend time. You're eager to take the next step. And it's like he had all these focal points about what he wanted and kind of being forceful about it too.
It seemed like he cared more about what he wanted
and what he gained out of it
versus what Aria wanted too.
I think he did care about her, but I also feel like he liked the idea of controlling their domain of a relationship.
And Aria, she's very, from the looks of it, she's very soft-spoken at first. It seemed like throughout the season, she ended up finding her voice more.
Yeah, I agree.
So shout out to her.
I feel like it's his aggression, it's his way, or like damn near no way, which that could be like emotionally disturbing. She doesn't seem like a confrontational person.
She communicates very well. That's one thing that I can say about the women this season is that they communicate just amazingly.
Yeah, I can't really speak on that. I'll be honest, most of the dudes was very immature. I ain't like none of the dudes on the show. That's how you know I'm not biased.
No, I liked Caleb on the show.
I don't mind Caleb, but
he has his flaws. But I think he was the
most likable male on the show. The most
mature on the show.
Yeah, Zaina was able to expose a lot of things that confirmed what Aria was experiencing. The friendship between Caleb and Aria was so good that when everything came out afterwards, which we'll get to, it exposed that yeah, Caleb is a good guy, but at the same time, it's like, are you as honest as you seem?
I feel like Caleb, he didn't want to hurt Mariah's feelings, and I think he knew where his heart was the entire time, but he wanted to give the experience an actual try.
Like effort.
Yeah, he wanted to give effort. I think he actually liked Aria. I think that there was some feelings there, but he knew where his heart was, which was with Mariah. And that can be confusing to Arya because I feel like Caleb gave Arya like a safe place to talk about how she felt and to be vulnerable and to be the soft woman that she is. I feel like Scotty doesn't give her that.
Nah, not at all. It's one thing I disagree with you about though. The way that he portrayed his feelings to be for Mariah, I don't feel like it is that. I feel like he just doesn't like to hurt people. I feel like he's just that person that doesn't like conflict. Yeah. Which is why he deflects a lot when it is multiple parties involved. I feel like if it was a situation to where he wasn't being so passive and Arya wasn't so understanding about not overstepping things, I feel like they would have left together. Because his biggest gripe was an ultimatum in 2 years. And both of them seem like very slow burning.
In 2 years is crazy.
Insane. You're essentially trying to commit to somebody for the rest of your life that, and take it how you want to, you kind of barely know that person. Like, we've been together going on 5 years now. Yeah. That's a long time. And I feel like we know each other that well to where like now we could be like, all right,
and let's do this. It took us a while to get here, longer than 2 years, longer than 3 years for us to actually know each other the way that we do now. So with
I know you got a lot to say.
With Scotty and Zaina wasn't going for that. Zaina was my favorite of I could tell she was your favorite. She looks like Cardi B. Does she not look like Cardi B?
They look like they could be related. They look like they could be related.
Like, I feel like Scotty wasn't used to a strong, opinionated woman.
Not opinionated. She was going to say what she felt, and that's what it was going to be.
Yeah. Zaina was like, no, you're not going to talk to me. This is not that. You need to check yourself before you come over here.
The whole interrogating thing.
And that's how it should be. That's why they clashed. Because Zaina, she was a very mature woman. And first of all, I didn't like how he kept like throwing shots at her age. Did you see that?
Well, he kept on saying something about her being 32. Yeah. Hang up the jersey and all that. Yeah, that's weird.
Dinner and shit? No, I'm down to do fun stuff. However, well, I'm feeling like we might have slightly different definitions of fun. What does 32-year-old fun look like?
Okay, let's not put an age with fun. Chirotherapy to me is not fun.
You should.
How do 32-year-olds like to have fun, like on dates? First of all, how old is he?
I'll keep it a being. As a man, there's just certain things that you don't say to a woman. Because one, you gotta let women be women. Yeah. That's one. Two, there's certain principles that you uphold as a man. Certain things is just like that whole argumentative, throwing little slick shots, slick talking, like
that scene of like him in the bathroom and her.
You hella sassy, my boy.
And she had so much patience for him too. Like, yeah, she was so patient.
I feel like she communicated well. Yes. She didn't like how she was being interrogated, and she still handled it properly. When he was sitting in the bathroom or whatever, saying like all the stuff.
Oh, you brought your phone to the bathroom at 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, she not committed to you, you not committed to her, all that different type of stuff. And then like she tried to remove herself from the situation, and he was still trying to be petty. Like, sassy, my boy. Cut it out. Sassy. Cut it out. And you know, I don't even like.
Yeah, he's not like.
I'm not even like that, but. I just call a spade, bro. Sassy, my boy.
How do you lose 2 amazing women like that? Like, that is just crazy. Zaina was feeling Scotty in the beginning when he was pretending that he was a sane person.
So I feel like Zaina liked the gestures that Scotty put out there. Because everything looked good in the honeymoon situation.
He came off as like a man who is responsible, has his stuff together, and like knew what he wanted. And Zaina liked that because that's what what JR is.
He just provided everything that JR didn't provide.
Exactly.
And then the flaws came out. Because I ain't gonna lie, waking up and being mad that she had breakfast before you woke up.
I think it was dinner. He was like, "Did you eat without me?"
That's insane, bro.
Did you eat without me?
Yeah. I figured you ate without me.
You figured wrong.
You're not married, my boy. He was trying to take that trial marriage to heart.
No, you know who was trying to take the trial marriage to heart? JR.
Dog.
He called Sandy his wife.
That's crazy. You know how crazy that is? Because I remember in the show, Zaina was like, he never spoke about her in that type of way or in that type of light at all. You meet Shorty for 2 weeks. The first week, matter of fact. Before I even get to that, every female he talking about, he making sex-related jokes and XYZ. Then
it's just cringe and it's disgusting.
That's hella cringe.
It's degrading.
But
it's just, it's gross.
But Pete, though, was I not pinpoint accurate about everything that I said before everything came out? So I told her, right? I said, soon as he started talking, I said, he had mad insecurities. He didn't want to commit to anything, and he likes to flip situations to his favor. 1000%.
He likes to play like he's a good guy. Like, he's a narcissist.
Yeah,
sure.
Both of them was narcissists. Him and Scotty was narcissists. But there was
JR. Who's worse, JR or Scotty?
Scotty for sure. You know why? Because like it was in a very, although he's like intelligent, it was a very manipulative, dark way.
Yeah.
And it always was on some bad energy.
And it's
shit.
like mind games.
Yeah. And not only that, like even with JR, he'll lie, he'll take that lie to the grave until like, all right, it's out there. Like when he was like the hall pass joint.
Yeah.
And they proved it. But Scotty is like, he gonna make you feel like he's gonna attack your character and then try to make you feel bad for it. And then try to talk slick about you at the same time. So it's like,
and he'll take things that like that you're insecure about, and he'll talk about
and gaslight you about it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's a dark.
That's just bad qualities to have as a grown ass man. So I'm gonna just say what you said. Hang the jersey up, man. Sorry.
Ooh.
So next couple we talking about JR, Zaina.
To be honest, I don't even know how JR pulled Zaina.
We said that.
I said that about JR and Scotty.
What I take from it is like he became confident and they must have met each other at the right time, right place. You could tell like they communicated well. I think they communicated well mainly because of Zaina, but I also feel like he understood what it was like to uphold certain principles of a man. So he provided those things, but he lacked in areas of what Zaina required as a woman being in a committed relationship, especially at their age. He found himself, I'm just saying it. So you ever seen the saying where like, fellas, y'all gonna know. For me, like, I could tell when somebody will be like, or you brought this up to me before, like you asked me. You know, I hate saying this word, but you could tell like when a dude it's his first time dealing with like that girl.
Yeah.
That was his first time, in my opinion. Like,
and it's
somebody that checks off all the boxes.
Yeah. It's always the worst being a guy's like first, baddie or that girl. Yeah.
I think that's what it was in that situation. And then because he was in a situation where he felt like he had a hall pass.
Which he did say.
And then
word for word.
He kinda like painted himself in the image while trying to get to know everybody. And then he just took on that character. And then when everybody already dialed into seeing him for what it was, he tried to clean it up. But it was already too far gone, like with everything that happened with Sandy and whatnot. She was lacking what JR was willing to provide. Like she wanted that physical attention. She wanted some spice. So it was like a breath of fresh air, which I don't know why they tried to both downplay it. Y'all corny as hell for that.
Yeah. We just did this. And
on a friendship level. And we was looking out for each other's relationship.
I feel like if Sandy was with it and she wanted to leave with JR, they would have left together.
I think the only reason why that didn't happen was because Nick was like going through it a lot mentally, like they said, and he was banging on their door and all that different type of stuff.
Which that was crazy.
And he had he was dealing with like alcoholic tendencies, like, and he openly admitted that. If it was never that severe, they probably would have left together. They probably wouldn't have got engaged or married, but they would have left together.
Sandy, she's very manipulative as well.
She liked to be oblivious. She liked to act like she oblivious to things.
Yes, because even for like girls' night, she told Zaina that like, oh, all he does is just talk about you, which
Cat.
we did see that, like, they did talk about their relationships.
All he does is crazy, though.
Yeah, exactly. And like, oh, we're just on a friendship level and we haven't done anything physical. That's a lie. Like Zaina said, just say nothing. Like,
yeah. Don't
Zaina
try and
didn't
give
even
somebody
ask.
reassurance. Like, it's like she just felt guilty.
Yeah.
She felt shitty, so she tried to like ease the situation. But all the making out, all the intimate shit that they did, Buddy calling her his wife
is
cooking dinner for her.
I feel like Nick, he is a good guy, but he has a lot of internal issues.
Yeah.
That, like, a lot of, like they said, demons that he's battling.
Yeah, 100%. His intentions were well.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in the correct space to be what he needed to be for what he wanted.
And I feel like at times maybe that fell on Sandy.
100%.
And Sandy felt like she had a lot of baggage with Nick.
I feel like they're both not innocent in this situation.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Sandy felt the way that she felt about Nick and the way that their relationship was going, she should have just cut it off. It should have never got to the point where it even ended up on Ultimatum. Because how she felt about it, how emotional she was going on about it, it seemed very genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it is true. I'm not going to say that it's not true. Because Nick openly said that, yeah, he could have been better.
Yeah.
And that's something that you respect from a man, being honest. But at the same time, they both play some very poor roles in each other's lives.
Definitely.
And it kind of like, it was enabling in a sense. Like her doing what she did enabled him to be what he was, and him doing what he was doing enabled her to maintain the character that she did. Because telling him that you was going to tell him about a second or third kiss after y'all got engaged was insane.
Crazy.
What?
And by the way, they kissed like 3 times.
They said it was more than 3 times.
Oh, probably more. They only said that they kissed twice.
Yeah.
So they're lying. They're trying to like cover
I'll
things
keep it a
up.
beat. Both know what's going on. They were simultaneously lying at the same time. Me personally, you can't convince me that it didn't go further than kissing. That's just my opinion.
That's what everyone is saying.
You can't convince. I'm a male, you a grown ass woman. You're not about to tell me that didn't go further more than kissing. Especially after the night that Nick was banging on the door and then he had cooked dinner and they was comforting each other and then he closed the door. Like, nah, you're not about to tell me that. They was only kissing. And you went and you had to lie to Zaina, and then JR went back to Zaina and said they kissed, and then he tried to throw Sandy under the bus and said she came on to him to say cat. All that cat. Y'all know what y'all did. And I'm saying it. And that's just what it is. I mean, if you don't like it,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So the last couple is Caleb and Mariah.
Could I be honest?
Always.
I just feel like those low-key filler people.
Filler people?
I just feel like, all right, the main things for me is like, an ultimatum at 2 years is insane.
I feel like Mariah, she's a good girl. And
she's also 24 years old.
Yeah, I think she likes the idea of marriage rather than
what marriage is.
Yes.
I said that.
Yes.
And that's common in today's age and era. Like, everybody just like, oh, they doing that? We should be able to do that. Oh, they look like that? We should be able to do that. No!
Yeah.
No.
I feel like she likes the image of
having a ring, saying that you're engaged, about to be married.
Exactly.
The nice house.
It's nice to have
fence.
like, because I feel like I want to be engaged, but it's not for the image. It's for symbol of like our commitment and our relationship. And like, I want to do it in our own way.
Yeah. We didn't come. It has never been a situation where we were having a conversation 1-2 years in, like, you know what? I think this is a relationship where I want to get engaged.
Yeah.
Nah, it was just like,
no.
Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Not with the intent, like, all right, we did this step, what's next? Not with this step, okay, are we going to do this now? Like, nah, like, you build with your partner. If both of you have the same ideology of what you want out of a relationship, which we established very early in our relationship, like even when we was getting to know each other in our talking stage, you have to trust that process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I ain't telling you, like, I ain't gonna say no names. I almost got spicy for real.
Wait, give me a hint. Wait, tell me. Oh, You could have said that, but whatever.
Yeah, but it's a different situation if y'all got together on some weird circumstances and it's just delay and delay and delay and delay and being put off and delay. But if y'all know y'all just like, y'all locked in, y'all both building together, y'all have investments together into your future, financially, spiritually, mentally, everything, like on all cylinders, either party pressing for like paperwork to be done is insane, especially in early stages. 2-3 years in is crazy as fuck. You are crazy, bro. At that point in time, y'all should still be worried about setting up the foundation of your relationship. Whether it's, where do y'all want to end up at in life? Where do y'all plan on residing together long term or within the next 2 to 5 year span?
What are your long-term goals? Do they match with mine?
Yeah, putting a magnifying glass on your careers or your business or your hustle or all those things, like growing together. And then when y'all have all those things executed and y'all actually at the mental level to where like all those things and aspects are respected, heard, understood, and sustainable, that's when you start like, all right, yo, babe, I think we're ready to make this next step. And that don't mean like, oh, tomorrow. That could be 3 months from now or 5 months from now or 6 months from now. And from a woman perspective, you could guide your man and help him in areas, but allow him to plan. Make him be the man. And for the male, if the woman want to go about certain things and she needs to be, heard about how she want to verbalize certain things or get her message over to you, just listen. Shut your ass up and listen. You don't have to control every domain, bro.
I feel like these conversations need to be had before you even jump in a relationship with somebody.
1,000%.
Because once you're in that relationship and you're expecting something that you guys didn't even like talk about and get on the same page about, it's just it never works out. It literally never works out.
You're just going backwards. And
like marriage needs to be talked about like within 3 to 4 months of meeting somebody. Yeah. Not necessarily like marriage with them specifically, but their views on marriage. Yeah. And maybe 3 to 4 months is too late.
It could be a challenging conversation, but it's a necessary conversation.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like I told you before, like I've always been that type of person to where like, if you just wasting time, I'm not entertaining that.
Yeah.
Like even before we got together, if I met anybody, if there was like no substance, no intention behind it, and you just here, I could be here by myself. Like I'll be fine the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then same thing for you. Like at a certain point, you just want more out of life. And if you don't, that's fine. If you feel like relationships ain't for you, cool. But don't flag it and run around like making these demands about relationships and marriage in 2 year span. And then I'm gonna say something that people ain't gonna like, but sometimes y'all don't be marriage material yet or ever. Like, yeah. Male and female. So like give like them ultimatums, marry me in 2-3 years.
You don't even know this person. Like you don't even know how they'll handle certain situations.
We in a day and age where like marriage is chalked up to, is the male making 6 figures and if the girl look good and if she is good in bed. And that is piss poor, bro.
I feel like the women on the season 3 of this show, besides Sandy.
Yeah.
Besides everyone else besides Sandy, they're a pretty good catch. As for the men,
boo.
Yeah. I don't know.
Through every couple, we talked about the toxic, the good, the bad, the ugly. The good, the bad, the ugly. Side eye on the low. JR might be, yeah. And if you is that way, bro, cool. But don't flaunt.
Be who
you are. Cause ain't no way. Me, I'm happy. I got everything I need. I would be damned if I fumble this.
Fumble. That's the word I was looking for.
You said flock.
I know, but I said it's like, how do you...
There ain't no way that I'm fumbling this. Bro, you had a cool, it seemed to be a cool, very mature, down-to-earth woman.
Gorgeous.
That's not my place. But, like, you had all that, and, like, you... Brother, where Dr. Umar at when we need him, though?
And apparently he was married, like, twice before. How old is he? Isn't he, like, 30 something?
That's just very conflicting. And if that was the case, none of this makes sense. Because you being married and then getting a divorce and then saying that you never had... This the one. You never had a connection that you had with Sandy?
Is crazy.
You never had a connection in any relationship that you had with Sandy, and you was previously married, and you on the show because you was given an ultimatum. How are you fearful of the past of something that you felt like you never had a full, genuine connection with? That don't make no sense. Because I'm gonna keep it 100 every single time. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. It's no way that you said that. It's no way that you said that on live TV and it's documented.
It was a sexual...
Yeah, I think it was just all physical. Buddy just wanted to, I mean, he just wanted to touch something.
A hall pass.
He just wanted that whole pass, y'all. That's it for this video. Cool little review. If you haven't watched The Ultimatum,
definitely check it out.
Because she dragged me to, I don't even really watch shows like that. But y'all, fellas, y'all know how I go. Your girl watching the show. I love reality TV. You playing the P5, playing the Xbox, playing Duty, playing some. Then, like, you gonna get in bed. She watching the show. And now you watching the show. Go check out The Ultimatum if you haven't. Fire show. It's fun. I feel like it was funny. It was a lot of stuff on there that we kind of left out. But till next time on another video, it's going to be more content coming soon with more reaction videos. Yes. Our little story times, our little reviews about our experiences with whatever, TV shows, movies, music, whatever. So stay tuned for more. Like, comment, subscribe, share to your aunties, grandmas, abuelas, tias, tios, brothers, sisters, co-workers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's it. Cozy Corner. We out. Find us here next time.